The Remachining Pocket toolpath looks for areas where the previous toolpaths could not clean up the material. One thing to keep in mind is that it must use a smaller tool than the previous toolpath used. First, I'll make certain the red insert arrow is below the second operation. Next, I want to copy the second operation, so I'll select it, then right-click and select Copy. Then I'll right-click and select Paste. I'll select the third operation's parameters and create the Remachining toolpath. I'll first select the Tool tab, then the button to select the library tool, filter, then set the tool diameter to less than, and I need to find a tool that can cut the radius of the pocket which did not clean up. So in the tool size field, I'll right click and select D equals diameter of an arc, and I'll select this arc. And now I can see that the arc is ½ inch in diameter. I want to use a tool whose diameter is less than this so that the tool has to feed through the corners and not dwell like it would if the same size tool were used, as this can cause chatter. I also need to make sure that the standard flute length is long enough. So again, I'll right click in this field, and this time I'll select L equals the length of an entity. This time I'll select this line, and now I know that I would like to use a flat bottom end mill smaller than ½ inch diameter and at least 7/8 of flute. I'll set the diameter back to ½ inch and accept my search parameters. In the search results, I can see none of the tools have a long enough flute to machine the entire depth in one pass, so I'll need to purchase a long series tool with enough flute length, or a tool with a smaller shank, and be certain that it extends out of the holder far enough to machine the pocket and not have the holder rub or hit the part. I'll select the 7/16 end mill, because I know I can purchase them with a 3/8 shank diameter. I'll accept this selection. I'll alter the comment to say clean up corners. Then I'll select the cut parameters and select Remachining as the pocket type. I now have 3 options on how Mastercam can figure out the remaining stock. The default is from the previous operation, and this works well for my needs. I'll accept the default value. This is how far from the areas to be machined the tool will start, and I'll enable Machine Complete Finish Passes. Since I know the tool does not have a long enough flute length to machine the total depth in one pass, I'll enable depth cuts and set the maximum rough step to ½ inch. I'll accept these selections and regenerate the toolpath. I'll display the toolpath cut lines and run the verify simulation of all operations. The simulation looks good, so I'll close the simulator and I'll save my work.